Hi class, Dr. Earls checking in on Thursday, October 12th to do a correction of my mistake when I sent the YouTube out this past Sunday night regarding your last paper in next week's final assignments. And it's the paper entitled, as it does show on Blackboard, Leadership Assessment and Response Instructions. Again, I so apologize for giving you the wrong impression and instructions for what to do when I did do this YouTube on Sunday night. Formally, this course we always use that what I explained to you, but I have not taught this course since last fall, and they had changed this last part of the assignments this in week 8. So let me quickly address what you are expected to do and hopefully help with what you are going to be tackling for this final paper. It is going to be 8 pages. If you go 9, because it does say in the instructions you can go up to 4 pages in part 2, up to 5 pages in part 1. You're being asked to address specifically weaknesses that you have realized in your life as a leader, as you've gone through the different texts, done the assignments throughout the course, things you want to work on, and in writing this paper then addressing how you will work on those particular weaknesses. And please don't just focus this on weaknesses without duly recognizing the strengths God has given you. The weaknesses will prevent and preclude the strengths from being able to be fully exercised and enjoyed in your leadership effectiveness that God has put in your hand. So you want to be as wisely and as honestly and as humbly grateful and recognizing and owning you have these strengths. At the same time, you want to be wise to the weaknesses that can again negate or preclude or eliminate or neutralize these strengths in your life if you don't recognize those weaknesses and take action to, in and of themselves, neutralize, eliminate, isolate, do whatever you need to do to keep those weaknesses from keeping you from being the leader that you want to be and that God wants for you to be in whatever your career vocation He leads you into. It's always working with people, and character again is always the first and most important element of all leadership. But those skill sets and how you then express and carry out and do that work with people, that's what you want to be working on in this paper. So again, just follow carefully what they delineate for us and the rubric of what's going to be the grading basis for the paper itself. Again, following part 1, part 2, and in that respectively answering as specific as possible what you are addressing and what you want to do work on, and make a plan for of how you're going to address those weaknesses as you reveal that in part 2 then. So part 1, as they're saying, to identify and assess those weaknesses, some of the why, what, the whens, and then in part 2, how you're going to again put together a growth plan that addresses those weaknesses so that they will not again stop those strengths in your life that God has given you to being an effective leader in the vocational role and the places that He calls you to serve in. So thanks class. Again, I apologize for the confusion from the initial YouTube on Sunday night. This is the assignment as it appears in Blackboard, and that's what I want to just give some clarity and some explanation to again what you're doing and what's expected. So thank you again, and looking forward to reading those when you finish this assignment in next week's work. Thanks. Bye.